Today I'd like to do an EDC update video for you. For those of you unfamiliar with EDC, that stands for everyday carrying. It basically means all the items that you carry on your person for your everyday needs. And while a lot of the items haven't really changed in my EDC over the last year, I'm trying to get a little bit more refined with the organization of the items, as you see with this diagram here. So as a lot of you know, I try to keep everything organized into various modules and tiers, and that's how I like thinking about prepping and my EDC in particular. So my EDC starts off with Tier 1, which has some core items, and then works its way out to the outer tiers. So to Tier 2, Tier 3, on to Tier 4. And the 4 tiers represents my complete EDC system. So what I'd like to do for this video is start off with Tier 1, and we'll start working our way out to the outer level tiers. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this EDC update video. Tier 1 includes all of my core EDC items, and that means any item that I would feel absolutely sick to my stomach if I didn't have it on me at all times during the day, even if I'm in my pajamas. So these are all very basic items that I'm sure most of us have in our EDC systems, and those items include a wallet, a keychain, phone, watch, and a hat. So I'll go into the specifics on these Tier 1 items. So the first item that I always have with me at all times during the day is a wallet. And there's nothing fancy about this wallet, it's just a simple leather wallet. I do like always having cash with me in an urban environment, as well as having an alcohol prep pad and a Band-Aid stored in the wallet. So that's the first item. Next is my keychain. And I like having my keychain be non-bulky, just to help avoid any kind of imprinting in your pants. I'll go into a little bit more details regarding the specifics of this keychain later. The next item for Tier 1 is my smartphone, and I have a Samsung Galaxy S smartphone. In a future video I like talking about some EDC apps that I include with my smartphone, but we'll talk about that in a later video. The next item that I include with Tier 1 is a watch. So lately I've been wearing this Casio men's watch. This is a Casio men's dive chronographic stainless steel watch. The exact model number is a AMW330D1AV. So I've been pretty happy with it so far. It's just a very basic Casio watch, and I think it looks fairly stylish. So that's my watch. And the last item for Tier 1 is I always like having a hat with me, especially since I live in the state of Washington. It's always raining, it's fairly cold most of the time, and I like keeping my head warm. So I use a Kangol hat. It's part of my look, so I'm sure that most of you guys already know that I carry a Kangol hat with me. And these include all the items for my Tier 1. Before moving on to Tier 2, let's quickly look on the items that I carry on my keychain. So the first item that I like to have is a whistle on me at all times. This is the 4.7's titanium whistle. It goes over 100 decibels. It's a very loud whistle and compact. The next item I like having with me at all times is some kind of USB flash drive. This is a verbatim, tough and tiny 16 gigabyte USB 2.0 flash drive. I have the same thing in my Urban Altoid Survival Tin. So I like always having a flash drive with me. And then the last item that I have on this keychain is a little thumb light LED flashlight. It's a very small flashlight that sticks on any kind of item that you want. I have mine on this key, and it just provides you with a little bit of light when you need to. So if you're trying to unlock a door, for example. And those include all the items on my keychain. Tier 2 includes all of my EDC tools, and I keep these stored in my front right pocket. So the categories that I have for this tier are a pocket pen, a pocket flashlight, a folding knife, and a multi-tool. So I'll show you what I have specifically for each of these items. So I like having some redundancy as far as pens and flashlights go, which we'll see as this video goes on. So the first item that I carry for Tier 2 is the Fisher Space Pen. This is the bullet with the chrome finish. It's a great little pen. It folds very nice and compact. It can fit inside your pocket, and it expands out to a full-size pen. It writes all the time, no matter what the conditions are. I'm pretty addicted to this pen. It's very awesome. So the Fisher Space Pen. The next item that I've been carrying with me is the 4.7's Pre-on-1 flashlight. This is a great little single AAA flashlight, has multiple modes to it, and I recently got it from Survival Packs. So the Pre-on-1. The next item that I've been carrying with me, this is a little overkill. I've been carrying the Percival La Francaise folding knife that I got from Stefan Smallhouse's recent giveaway contest. It's actually been a year since he had the giveaway contest, and it was kindly donated by Mr. Monkeyman50. And this is kind of an expensive knife to be EDCing, but I've been fairly addicted to it, so I like having it on me at all times. So it's a great little folding knife. It's very classy. No one's going to really get scared when you bust this out at any point during the day. So this is my folding knife. Comes with a nice little leather sheath as well. And then lastly, I like having a multi-tool with me. So the multi-tool that I've been carrying, again, is the Leatherman S2 Juice. This is a great multi-tool. It's a full-size multi-tool, yet it's, small as well. It fits inside your pocket very easily, has all the necessary tools that I like having with me at all times during the day. So the Juice S2. And just so you know, I like storing both the knife and the Fisher Space Pen inside this little sheath. Keeps them kind of, compact, close together, and, I don't really lose it as easy. So that's how I usually store it when it's inside my pocket. So this includes all the items that I have for my Tier 2. Tier 3 includes all the items that I like to carry on the inside pockets of my jacket. And since I live in the state of Washington, where it's usually always cold and always raining, I usually always have a jacket with me. So here are the main categories for this particular tier. I have my primary pen, a notepad, a mini Medi first aid kit, my Urban Outside Survival tin, and my primary flashlight. So here are the specific items that I carry for this tier. The first item is my primary pen. This is the Zebra F701 pen. It's a great little pen. It's very affordable, has a nice grip to it, it writes extremely well, and I like having it on me at all times. So my pen. The next item that I like having with me is a notepad. This is made by Moleskin. This is a Moleskin ruled notebook meant for your pocket. It's fairly affordable. It comes in a multi-pack, and I like just jotting down general YouTube ideas as well as grocery lists and then other miscellaneous notes that I need to take during the day. So notebook. The next item that I've been carrying is a mini Medikit. Now, a lot of you have seen this video. This is a general first aid kit that has some very basic first aid supplies with it. Some burn gels, some triple antibiotic ointment, some band-aids, a little Q-tip in there, things like that. So, a mini Medikit. The next item that I carry is my Urban Altoid Survival Tin. You guys have recently seen the update video for this. This just has a very, a lot of... it's not really survival gear, it's more convenience gear that I like having in an urban environment. So I'll reference this video in an annotation. So my Urban Altoid Survival Tin. And then the last item for this particular tier is my primary flashlight. Now this is made by 4.7. This is the 4.7's Quark Mini AA squared flashlight. You've seen this one before. It's a great little flashlight. It takes 2 AA batteries, has a lot of different modes to it. It's able to do a tail stand. A great flashlight to have on you for EDC purposes. So these are all the items that I include for my Tier 3. Tier 4 of my EDC is my Urban EDC Backpack. A lot of you have probably seen my Urban EDC Backpack before. If you haven't, you could reference the annotated video on the top left-hand corner of this video. So I have various items in this backpack for urban EDC needs. So I usually always have this backpack nearby. It's sometimes in the car, in the office, at home, and so I could use a lot of the items in here for my EDC needs. I'm not always carrying a backpack with me at all times, but it's always nearby. So that is Tier 4 of my EDC system, the Urban EDC Backpack. That concludes all of the items that I include with my EDC, tiers 1 through 4. So what I'd like to do now is step away from the desk and show you how I carry those items. I think that's an important part of EDCing, is not just what you have, but how you carry it on you. Because if it's convenient to carry on you, you're going to be more likely to have those items on you for your EDC purposes. So let's step away from the table right now, and I'll show you how I carry all the items for all the tiers. Here's a typical outfit that I might wear during the day. It includes a jacket, a shirt, a set of pants, and a hat. Let's start off first with Tier 1. So Tier 1 includes all of my core items. So in my back right pocket is where I have my wallet, back left pocket, smartphone, front left pocket is where I carry my keys. I also have my hat and my watch. And those are all the items from Tier 1. Tier 2 includes all the items that I consider my EDC tools, and those are all stored in my front right pocket. So I like to leverage the small little watch pocket that you have in your pants. Most pants have this kind of pocket, and in that little pocket I carry my Leatherman multi-tool, as well as my pocket flashlight, so the Preon one is also stored there. Then down on the inside main pocket, of my front right pocket, is where I carry my folding knife, as well as the Fisher Space Pen. And those are all of my tools. Tier 3 includes all the items that I carry in the inside pockets of my jacket, and I usually always have a jacket on of some kind. So the 2 pockets you see here. So in this pocket I have my notebook, also the Zebra F701 pen. I also carry the 4.7's Quark Mini AA squared, my primary flashlight. And the last item in this pocket is my Urban Altoid Survival Tin. And then this pocket here is where I carry my mini Medi. If I can get it out. There it is. So the mini Medi. And those are all the items from Tier 3. The final tier of my EDC system is Tier 4, which includes my Urban EDC Backpack, which you see here. So again, I'm not always wearing a backpack everywhere I go, but I usually always have it nearby wherever I'm at. So whether that be at work, at home, in the car, it's usually always very close. And that completes all 4 tiers for my 4-tiered EDC system. That's going to do it for this EDC update video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I've been fairly happy with my current EDC setup. I find that I'm fairly well prepared for the majority of the items that happen for me in my urban EDC environment. But this specific system could be tailor-made and revised for your own particular needs based on your particular region and some of your personal preferences that you have on gear. For example, a lot of people like having some form of personal protection included with their EDC. I choose not to share that kind of information on YouTube for various reasons. But you could revise it as needed for your own personal systems. So I've included a PDF document that you could download in the description box below, which includes all the items of the multiple tiers for my EDC system. So again, I hope that you enjoyed watching this EDC update video, and please feel free to leave any kind of comments below in the comment section. Talk to you guys later.